In this video, we will talk about how ArrayShield IDAS two-factor authentication works when integrated with any web application. Once a new user is added to the IDAS system, the user will get a registration email as shown here, with a link that takes the user to a registration page. New user registration involves three simple steps as shown. First step involves fixing card position. Second step involves selecting a pattern. Third step involves confirming the pattern. Let us start with step 1. First, user should place the physical array card on the bottom left corner of the computer screen. Next, user should mark the card positions by clicking on Fix Card Position button. Now, using the mouse pointer, align the top left and bottom right arrowheads on the card as shown here. Notice that a character array gets displayed with random values on the computer screen. Refreshing the page displays a new set of values in the array. Step 2 involves selecting a pattern. Let us select third row as the secret pattern. The values in the selected pattern should be entered into the secret code field on the right. Please make sure the pattern policies are followed while selecting the pattern. Step 3 involves reconfirming the pattern. Notice that the values in the array have changed. The values in the selected pattern, that is the third row, should be entered again in the secret code field. That completes the registration process for the new user. Now user can open the web application to log in using the IDAS credentials. In this case, an open source CRM application is integrated with IDAS two-factor authentication for demo purposes. After entering existing username and password of the CRM application, the application redirects to IDAS page for the second level of authentication using IDAS credentials. Character array with random values is displayed on the left side of the page. The user overlaps the card on top of it and enters the values as shown in the previously registered secret pattern in the secret code field on the right. Upon successful verification of credentials, user is redirected to the CRM dashboard as shown. Let us spend some time on the other features of ArrayShield IDAS two-factor authentication. Whenever user wants to reset the pattern, he can click on Reset Your Pattern button on the login page. Pattern reset involves three simple steps. First step involves entering current pattern. Second step involves selecting new pattern. Third step involves confirming the new pattern. Let us start with step 1. After user places the physical array card, the values in the existing pattern should be entered into the secret code field. Step 2 involves selecting a new pattern and entering the values in the selected pattern in the secret code field. Let us select a complicated pattern of L shape. And now enter the values in the L-shaped pattern in the secret code field on the right. Step 3 involves reconfirming the pattern. The values in the newly selected pattern should be entered again in the secret code field. That completes the pattern reset process. When user forgets the card or forgets the pattern or loses the card, he can click on Trouble Accessing Account button on the login page. In the scenario when user forgets the pattern, he can click on Forgot Pattern, enter the values in the captcha image and report the problem. An email would be sent to user's registered email ID. User opens his email and clicks on link provided in the email to change his pattern. To change the pattern, user has to first select a new pattern. Let us select the last column as the secret pattern. The values in the selected pattern should be entered into the secret code field on the right. Next, user has to reconfirm the newly selected pattern. The values in the selected pattern should be entered again in the secret code field. That completes the process for changing the pattern when user forgets a pattern. In other scenario, when user forgets or loses the card, he can click on respective button and report the problem. Now let us try forgot card scenario. An email will be sent to the user's registered email ID. User opens the new email sent by the system confirming the request and clicks on the link in the email. A temporary card is issued to the user and the virtual copy of the same is sent to the user's email ID. User opens the new email sent by the system and opens the virtual card image, using which he can authenticate to the system temporarily. In case of forgot card, the validity of the same is 1 day, and in case of the last card, the validity is for 5 days.